Why are there some races that leave you feeling empty and others that make you smile for days? Why do you sometimes cross the finish line just wanting to forget, while other times you want to start all over again, right that instant? It's not the pace. It's not the distance. It's not the bib number. It's something else. There are runners who repeat the same mistake over and over and never understand why they never truly enjoy a race. Even if they train, even if they work hard, even if they prepare. And then there are those who discover these secrets, the ones who run differently, the ones who cross the finish line and don't want it to end. Want to know what they do differently? Well, today you're going to find out. It doesn't matter if you're running your first 10K or you've done 20 already. There's something almost nobody tells you, and it's that you don't need to run faster. You need to run better, because when you really learn to enjoy it, everything changes. Today you're not going to hear the same old advice. Today you're going to discover what separates just another race from one you'll remember for the rest of your life. Secret 1. Don't run with your legs. A lot of people think the 10K starts with the starting gun, but it doesn't. It starts much earlier. It starts in your head. There are runners who have already lost the race before they even put their shoes on, and they don't even know it. Why? Because their head is going one way and their legs are going another. They go out there with fear, or in a hurry, or with anxiety about hitting a certain time, and the body feels it. It always does. But there's another way. And let me be clear, if you want to enjoy a 10K, you have to run it twice. First, with your eyes closed. Second, at the starting line. Visualize it. Imagine the start. Feel your steps as you begin. Notice how you breathe when you reach the 5-kilometer mark. Listen to the sound of the crowd. See yourself crossing the finish line. Strong, whole, enjoying it. Your mind is a machine that repeats what it's already lived. And if you give it that dress rehearsal before the race, everything will flow. Don't underestimate it. The mind is not just a bonus in the 10K. It's the main engine. And if you don't train it, it doesn't matter how fast your legs are. You're going to crash. Want to start your next race well? Start today with your eyes closed. Secret 2. Change your goal. Want to know why so many runners finish a 10K looking defeated, even when they hit a good time? Because they were chasing the wrong goal. They only looked at the clock. They only thought about shaving off a minute. They only wanted a better time than last time. And when things don't go perfectly, they break down. Even if they ran well, even if they gave it their all, it's as if the value of the race was only measured by a number. And that makes no sense. But the runners who enjoy it the most do something else. They change their goal. They don't just run for the clock. They run to finish strong. They run to not stop. They run to overcome the fear at kilometer 7. They run to dedicate it to someone, or to prove to themselves that they're still here, even after a horrible week. And yes, you can improve your time, but that shouldn't be the only thing. Because if you're only running to beat a number, you'll miss out on everything else. A 10K can be a struggle, or it can be a celebration. And that choice is yours. So ask yourself, what do you want to remember when you cross the finish line? A number? Or a feeling? Secret 3. Your strategy is sabotaging you. Let's not sugarcoat it. Most runners ruin their 10K in the very first kilometer. And the worst part? They don't even realize it. They take off like they're being chased. They run faster than they trained. They get swept up by adrenaline, by the crowd, by the watch. And by the time they hit the 4th kilometer, their body starts to pay the price. That feeling of fatigue. Breathing gets hard. And that inner voice says, "You're not going to make it like this." Then the race turns into a fight. Not against the clock, but against yourself. Sound familiar? The solution is simple, but powerful. Change your strategy. Run negative splits. Start slower than you'd like. Make that first kilometer the calmest of all. Feel like you're holding something back. Let your legs wake up bit by bit. And when you hit 6, 7, now, yes, accelerate. That's where the real race begins. That's when you can give it everything. The ones who go all out from the start crawl to the finish. The ones who save themselves fly at the end. The key isn't to run hard the whole time. The key is to run smart. And remember this, you don't win the 10K at kilometer 1. You win it at kilometer 7. Secret 4, don't show up empty. A lot of runners make their worst mistake right when they've already done all the hard work. They go all out the week before the race. They do long runs, full-on intervals, double sessions, and they show up on race day empty. No energy, no spark, no desire. And then they wonder, why did I feel so heavy today? Why didn't my legs respond? Easy, because you overdid it. Your body needs to arrive hungry, not with accumulated fatigue, not with your legs trashed, not running on fumes. That last week is not for hard training. It's for sharpening up, for letting go, for recharging both physically and mentally. Do easy sessions. Activate, but don't drain yourself. Take care of your rest. Eat well. Sleep. And above all, slow down mentally. You're not at war. You're tuning a machine. Your machine. If you do it right, on race day you'll feel something amazing: lightness, strength, and confidence. But if you show up empty, there will only be fatigue, frustration, and doubt. So now you know, you don't train for a good race in the week before, you protect it. Secret 5, don't run alone. Maybe you trained alone. Maybe you got up every morning by yourself. Maybe you put in the miles with no one watching. But on 10K day, you're not alone. And if you run like you are, you're missing the best part of the race. Because the real fuel isn't in the gel. It's in the people, in the energy in the air, in the looks you exchange, in that runner next to you, a stranger, but pushing you forward. There are some who run trapped in their own bubble, eyes glued to the ground. And there are some who look up and realize they're not competing. They're sharing. The 10K isn't just a physical test. It's an active connection with those cheering you on, with those who pass you, with those behind you, watching how you refuse to give up. And sometimes, when things get tough, it's the clap from a stranger or the voice shouting your name that keeps you going. Don't underestimate that. Running together doesn't always mean running side by side. It means opening yourself up to everything happening around you. And when you do, the race transforms. So next time, lift your head, look to the sides, appreciate and connect. Because you might be running your best 10K ever and not even realize it if you're too much in your own head. A few days ago, I ran what was, without a doubt, the best race of my life, the vintage run in Madrid. I picked up my bib on Saturday, June 7th, at the Mapoma headquarters, the race organizers. Just stepping in, you could feel the energy, a festive atmosphere, nervous glances, and that feeling that something huge was about to happen. And it did. Sunday, June 8th arrived, and the moment I stepped onto Paseo de la Castellana, I knew it. This was going to be a 10K to remember. The start was pure emotion. Thousands of runners. People cheering from the very first meter. And a course that helped. More than 160 meters of negative elevation from the center of Madrid to Avenida de Valladolid. A true highway to good vibes. It was hot, yes, but it didn't matter. Because the atmosphere was so electric. Everything else just disappeared. And the best part? I applied everything I've told you in this video. I visualized. I set an emotional goal. I ran with my head. I arrived fresh. And I let myself be carried by the crowd. And let me tell you clearly, it worked. It was the race I've enjoyed the most. The one that went the best. The one that made me feel like a true runner. And that's why I'm telling you, when you run your next 10K, do it like this. Because it's not just about running. It's about living it. So now you know. It's not just running. It's how you live it. It's what you feel. It's what stays with you when you cross the finish line. Put these 5 secrets into practice and get ready to enjoy your next 10K like never before. And if this video helped you, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and share it with someone who needs to remember why they started running. And tell me in the comments, which of these 5 secrets are you going to try first? I'm reading you. Want to improve even more and run lighter, faster, and with less effort? Here are the 3 exercises Kenyan runners use that almost no one knows about. Click and check them out.